This episode of Steve's Outdoor Adventures is sponsored by Pendleton Ammunition. Hunting ammunition for your rifle, hand-loaded, one round at a time. Welcome to this week's episode of Steve's Outdoor Adventures. It's a new year, and among our New Year's resolutions was placing an increased emphasis on finding new high-quality elk hunting opportunities for our clients, specifically in Northwest Colorado. And when we research new outfitters and guides, we have a checklist of requirements for each operation that include exclusive private land hunting access and management, high elk populations and densities, high success rates on branch antlered bulls, skilled and knowledgeable guide staff, and on-site lodging and meals. Our research led us to a large property south of Hayden, Colorado that had not been hunted the previous 3 seasons. Prior to that break, the ranch was well known to be a top elk producing property that I was well acquainted with, and I was comfortable with the location. An experienced and reputable outfitter had secured the lease, and while we worked with them to set the schedule, it was important that we be there this season to see the property firsthand and experience what our clients would experience, and better be able to describe that hunting experience to our clients. We made a plan for Travis to drive out for the early rifle season in mid-October, and I would come during the last rifle season in late November. And it wasn't long before the aspens were turning yellow and elk season was here, and it was time for Travis to hit the road. His drive took him from northeast Oregon, across southern Idaho, and into Utah, before turning east on I-80, across part of southern Wyoming, before heading south across the border into Colorado and toward Hayden, a small town west of Steamboat Springs. A little over 11 hours of road time and he was almost there, but not before he made the mandatory stop at the local rifle range to check the zero on his rifle. After traveling, everyone should fire a couple of rounds and make sure that their rifle is still sighted in before going into the field. This week, Travis is hunting with the Bergara Premier Series MG Light. It's chambered in .300 Winchester Magnum and topped with the Burris 4-20 Veracity PH scope. This rifle went through custom load development and is shooting hand-loaded 180 grain Barnes TTSX bullets out of the Pendleton Ammunition Shop. And the rifle is also outfitted with the GPM Adventure Hunter suppressor. At only 6.5 inches long and only an 8-ounce net gain, it was the perfect lightweight addition to this combination of rifle, scope, and ammunition for a Western States big game hunt. It's a rifle package that Travis shoots well, and it's one that's available from the Adventure Armory. And after 10 minutes at the range, Travis had fired a couple of rounds, was confident of his zero, and was on his way to the ranch to meet the guides and other hunters. Everyone was excited for the next day's hunt. Each year, our clients ask us about applying for tags across the western United States, including Alaska, for limited entry big game hunts for elk, mule deer, bighorn sheep, moose, pronghorn antelope, and even whitetail. I have heard this tremendous demand from our clients to offer a more inclusive tag application program, and we're happy to announce that to fill those requests, we have launched the new SOA Tags program, specifically designed to meet the needs of our clients who want to apply for quality hunting opportunities each year, as well as accumulate preference and bonus points across the western states. Not only will our SOA Tags program customers have an opportunity to draw incredible big game tags each year, but they will also begin to accumulate bonus and preference points each season that open doors in the future that would otherwise be closed. And any hunter who draws a tag has full access to the Steve's Outdoor Adventures outfitters and guides who will provide you with a world-class hunting experience. If you'd like to learn more about the new SOA Tags program, give our office a call or go to the website address listed at the bottom of the screen. Now, let's get back to the show.
It's early morning, getting ready to head out and get loaded up, and it's cool and crisp this morning, which is good. I was kind of worried about that. It was pretty warm yesterday, and I could hear elk bugling almost all night, so I'm excited to get out there and see what we can't drum up, but there's definitely elk in the area. We hiked up to this hillside, and we've got a great vantage point. We can glass this whole area. And the elk are still talking. There sounds like there's several bulls in here. It's starting to warm up a little bit. The sun's gonna be coming up, so. But the good news is there's quite a bit of elk just in this one little area right here. So we're gonna hang tight here for a minute.
As they walk back to the side-by-side, Travis knows that all those elk will be coming back to water before dark, and there's a good bull on the hill that he wants to get a closer look at. Steve's Outdoor Adventures is sponsored by Bergara Rifles, featuring the new Cure Carbon barrels and a sub-MOA guarantee. Steve's Outdoor Adventures is sponsored by Burris Optics and the new Burris Veracity PH Rifle Scope. After a productive morning, Travis and his guide jump in the side-by-side and head back to the pond where they had seen all of the elk action that morning, with the hope that the elk would move toward water before dark.
We're gonna walk up this draw and get back up, gain a little elevation so we can glass back up into this bowl, just like we did this morning. But we have to be quiet because at any moment there could be elk from here.
With elk moving early and the team set up above the waterhole, Travis knew that he was going to start seeing more elk activity on this warm October afternoon. And they were in the perfect ambush position.
The sun is just about to drop down behind the mountain, behind us, so you can feel the temperature start to drop. This is about the time where the animals start to get out of their beds, start moving around. So the whole idea is hopefully they're going to come our way down this hill and come down to either feed or water. That's what we're betting on. We've got about 10 minutes or so of light left. Just from my left, a cow walked in this meadow and then followed by a spike, and they're watering at the pond right in front of us. That's only like 120 yards away or so, maybe less. Pretty cool. It was a really, really amazing, enjoyable day, and I can't wait to do this tomorrow again. Time to pack up and head out and not disrupt it because this is a good spot.
While the evening hunt was disappointing, Randy and Travis both know that tomorrow is a new day.
This morning the weather's looks very stable and similar to yesterday. It's cool, cold, and clear. So we're gonna load up side by side and head out for the day.
Travis is hunting one of the big canyons on the property, with 3 major water sources in the bottom and hillsides that are covered with oak brush and aspen trees. Travis and Randy head out to start the day walking through perfect elk habitat.
We don't
don't see anything here, but there's a small bull, like a spike up on this ridge, and another small bull up on this side. We stopped at this wallow directly behind me here. Randy checked the camera. There are several elk on there and some good bulls, which is a good sign, but we're gonna, for this morning, keep heading up this draw.
While the morning hunt is off to a slow start, the long walk up the canyon is about to pay off.
You just see his ass. Big 5x5 kind of at the top of this ridge. Just walked straight up into the top, and then cows took him away. But he's a shooter, which is awesome. But it looks like now nothing's came back out for a little while. We're gonna go ahead and back out and then come back for the evening sit. And hopefully the plan is that they're gonna come down in water and get a crack at him. He's a good bull.
With yet another good bull spotted, Travis and Randy play it smart, and they let him go bed down for the day. They head back to camp for some lunch and a plan to return later for the evening hunt. This segment of Steve's Outdoor Adventures is sponsored by Green Mountain Grills, the pellet grill for every home and every adventure.
We found a really good 5-point mature herd bull this morning that had several cows with him, and there's a pond right there. So the plan today is we're gonna hike back up to where we were this morning, get set up where we can shoot at the pond, and hopefully he comes in. Time to roll. Just a short hike, and we'll be getting set up.
As we're walking in, Randy's like, he just stops all of a sudden. He glasses this ridge up here, and there's a bull standing up at the top of it. It's kind of hard to tell what he is, but it's a decent rack. I think it's a smaller 5x5, but I'm not sure. But we're gonna stick with our original plan and go sit at that other place. So there's a potential shooter at each spot, which is really nice. We're gonna head up there. We're back where we saw the big 5x5 this morning. We're gonna set up right here. It's just around 300 yards to the pond. Spend the evening here, and if we hear any commotion back there for bugles, we can always head back that way, but we're gonna plant ourselves here. I always play the waiting game for a while. We just heard a bugle kind of on the other side of this knob, so need some patience right now. He's coming right at us. There's a bull coming right at us. He's about 100 yards. I'm kind of pinned down at the moment.
Travis has this bull dead to rights, but he elects to pass because it's young and immature and a small 5x5. And it's only the second day of the season. With 3 days left to hunt, he's confident that there's a bigger bull out there to wrap his tag on.
We've got about 20 minutes or so of light left. There's a couple of cows coming down the hill towards the water. But we've got this coyote up here yipping pretty good. So I'm hoping that doesn't deter the elk to come down, but it seems
seems like they're making the way, so we're gonna back out of here. With a little bit of daylight left, we're gonna head down to that other wallow real quick and see if we can see anything, possible prospect for tomorrow. So we're gonna head out. As we were packing up our stuff to get out of here, all of a sudden, an animal showed up in the water. It's a spike and a cow. But that would have been crazy if it was the bull we're waiting for, and we're just out of light.
With the light fading and the elk just starting to move, Travis and Randy hike back to the side-by-side and go back to the lodge for dinner. With day 2 in the books and 3 days left in the season, Travis knows that he has plenty of time left in the hunt to find a big Colorado bull. Steve's Outdoor Adventures is sponsored by Pendleton Ammunition and their line of hand-loaded Performance TSS turkey loads. If you would like to book this hunt or any other hunting or fishing adventure, give our office a call. We will gladly take your calls, answer your questions, and help you book the adventure of a lifetime.
We'll keep a pretty steady pace going up to the far pond where we're seeing those bigger bulls.
Yeah.
If we see or hear something before then, that's fine. But
Yeah. Kind of head up
other than
there.
that, we'll just kind of truck that way without stopping too much.
Okay, cool. Sounds like a plan. See the opening up top? And see the thin strip? He's in the middle of that. He's big-bodied. This is a great glassing point. You can see a lot right here. Up on the far ridge, there's a pretty good bull. Looks real heavy. But he's a couple miles away. I just spotted an elk in the brush on this hillside, but can't really tell what it is. Super cool spot.
After another quiet morning, Travis and Randy hike out and make a plan for the evening hunt. Little did they know, the elk action was about to heat up. For the afternoon hunt, Randy decided that they should sit at the first pond that they had hunted on opening day. The big bull they had spotted that morning was on a distant ridge directly above this waterhole, and the hope was that he would come to the pond before dark. So on a warm and breezy afternoon, Travis and Randy made the hike back up to the pond and climbed up the hill and set up an vantage point that was less than 150 yards from the waterhole and with the wind in their favor. And after a short wait, the wind laid down. The temperature started to drop, and the elk started to move.
So a cow came directly in front of us, is now at the water. There's another one coming down right behind her. It's that time of night where it's time to get a drink. We just need a bull to do the same thing.
And it wasn't long before they spotted a couple of bulls feeding on the hillside and making their way toward the pond.
Looks like that good 5 point's coming straight at us through the Quakies here. Hopefully it gets into range right on this hillside.
With light fading fast, the bigger of the two bulls walked into the meadow behind the pond. Now inside 200 yards, things started developing quickly.
I need a range. 1. All right. Somebody stop him.
Put another one in him.
Where's he at?
He's getting up. He's just right at the top of the tree again. He's basically just 10 feet down from where you shot him. He's trying to get up.
He's down. He's down. Nice. Nice.
There he is. Good job.
Congrats. Good tree.
Yeah. 4th and 5ths are wide on this side, almost starting to wail a little bit. Solid 3rds. Just a good representation 5x5. Thank you so much for this opportunity to come out here. I really appreciate it. I would hunt with you any day.
It's been great having you and all the clients. We've been having a lot of fun.
Thank you again.
Yeah, thank you.
This is an incredible elk hunting property in operation, and if you'd like to book your own hunt here or any of our other big game hunting or fishing adventures, give our office a call. We're always available to take your calls, answer your questions, and help you book that hunting or fishing adventure of a lifetime. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this week's show, but please remember to join us again next week when we bring you another exciting episode of Steve's Outdoor Adventures. If you enjoyed this episode, please click like and subscribe to see more of Steve's Outdoor Adventures right here on YouTube.